Let's do an entertainment reading today. I'm using my Stardust Tarot today to do an entertainment reading. In the news, in the headlines, is Lively, Justine Baldoni situation. How do you know who to believe in this situation? Who is lying? Who is perhaps using PR to discredit the other person? Who is the one that's really at fault here? I'm also bringing Ryan Renolds into this reading as well. I'm just going to make this a nice quick reading, a nice brief reading, just doing the 3 different people and having a look at their intentions, having a look at their genuineness. Are they lying? Are they at fault? What is really going on with this situation? Let's get started. Okay, firstly, I'm just going to do a basic spread, tap into the energies of these people and have a look at a little overview of what is going on here, what is really going on with this situation, as a whole. So we're not looking at individual people here, we're looking at the situation as a whole and what really happened here. So just getting a little overview of this energy of the Justine Baldoni and Lively situation. What amazing cards these are. It's all centered around the movie, so I couldn't have pulled it if I tried. So this is what the guts of this situation is relating to this movie that they done together. So here we know that the cards are on it, they're in the right energy, but what are they saying about what took place? They are saying that something happened that was tumultuous, because we're looking at the 4 of Wands and we're looking at the stability. So we're looking at the stability on set. There's something tumultuous took place on set and they're trying to find stability with that, or they're cleaning up a situation, cleaning it up, keeping some things quiet or keeping some things hidden. Let me just show you that card so you can read it for yourself. Cleaning it up, goes quiet, or it's hidden. So they're either trying to hide certain aspects of what really took place, or the whole thing's just going to go quiet and it gets hidden or covered over. But here it's saying there was tumultuous energy around it because it's something related to the stability around the movie. So maybe there was something in the background that, I don't know if it's just a PR stunt, something around, or actually something that I feel more that it is definitely related to something that took place. Remember, this is just a validation first spread. First spread means validation, tapping into the energy, make sure I'm in the right reading. So here I do feel we are talking movie set, we are talking about activities that took place that were havoc, that were not stable, situations that were a little bit messy, and they're in cleanup mode here. They're going into cleanup mode with this here. Now in recovery also, this is the 4 of Swords. This is a card where you take a step back and you center yourself, you meditate, you take a rest here. Now it could be that somebody is recovering from something that went on in this situation. So one of those 3 people that I mentioned is recovering from the situation, recovering from what took place in this situation. Now certain aspects of that are being hidden or covered up, or they've gone quiet on those aspects. Now there's a certain person here that loves the perks, loves the lifestyle, likes to take advantage of their position, likes to take advantage of the lifestyle here. Perks to the lifestyle of being an actor. So what happens on sets? I don't know. I'm not an actor. I don't know what happens, but there's indicating here something around things that take place regularly on sets with actors, certain perks. I'm not sure what they are, but it's showing on the cards here. Getting away. So somebody trying to get away with something. Here, possessiveness. A little bit of possessiveness involved in this situation. Again, another card that I couldn't have pulled if I tried, but I feel like we're reading the energies quite well. Some of these things I don't know, I'm not aware of, but I feel like because we are reading certain energies here that I do know, they do meet the criteria of this reading, they do fit in, we are reading the right one, so maybe these other things are important as well. Let's get on with the questions. Let's do a spread first of all for Blake Lively. What is Blake Lively, what's going on with her in this situation? You know, the bottom of the deck, the other card that did fall out, but it was on the bottom of the deck here, is for dominance. So there was something around this is about getting dominance, so getting the upper hand on a situation, or somebody being very dominant in the situation. Now we've got all the tarot on the card at the moment. We have the King of Wands, we have the Hierophant, we have got the Emperor, we've got the Eight of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Fool card. So we've got some very interesting cards on the table. So let me just delve in and pick up the energy around Blake Lively. Now, first of all, I'm seeing her walking away, or her having issues with producer, executive, authority. There's situations, I feel like this is right on. I feel like this is her being defensive, in a defensive position about authority here with this movie. Now, why is that? I don't know. Is it her trying to, could it be related to Ryan even? But this is her going up against producer, executive, authority, people in authority here, and walking away from it, or being defensive around that, on the defense against upper management here, and walking away from it or being defensive. Now, naive is the Fool, is the person that maybe naively takes on the upper management here. Interesting. Now there's some kind of payoff in the works here, or somebody being paid off, or something relating to money and a payoff around the well-known person. So I'm talking Blake Lively. So here, this is really interesting. It's all tarot on the table. This is the Six of Wands. This is recognition, being well-known. So using your fame, using your positioning, using your feeling like you are big name, using your let me try and pull the words through properly for this. This is a person in a position that is stepping in, saying, I'm well known, I'm famous, I am recognized, I'm the Six of Wands, and I am going up against authority. I'm going up against producer, executive, authority, and I'm on the defensive against whatever they're doing, or I'm on the defensive against the situation, and I'm wanting to walk away from certain things here, but there's some kind of payoff involved here. Now, it's either going to cost money, or there's a payoff, there's some kind of money here. So payoff for fame in some way, money exchanges here. Maybe it's money going to different teams to, it doesn't feel legal to me, maybe it's to do with PR, but there's some kind of payoffs involved here, to do with the fame or the well-known people. Okay, let's pull a spread for Justine Baldoni, see what's going on with him. I think that was quite a good spread that really sums up her situation. Justine Baldoni, let's look at his situation. Justine Baldoni has quite favourable cards on the table when it comes to his energy or situations around him. He's levelling up, so it says favourable or good outcome for him, and he's levelling up from this. So this is quite positive cards for him, for his direction in all of this. Now, maybe he was trying to level up, using Blake Lively to do that, I'm not sure, or whether from the overall situation he's actually going to have new doors opening for him, which takes him to a whole new level. Maybe that was his plan, maybe that's just the general outcome of what happens here. But what it's saying, we've got the Two of Wands is indicating a change of direction or a change of course. Looking at course correction here, I'm feeling around Justine Baldoni, but it is saying that it gives him a start in something else. So he gets a start or a new door opening because of all of this publicity or attention that he's getting. Now, I also feel like he's gathering facts. This is probably to do with legal matters. This is probably to do with the case or what's going on around. So he's busy doing information gathering facts. Maybe he was doing that all along. Maybe he was arming himself with facts and knowledge and information. Maybe he was intentionally using that to level up. Maybe he was just protecting himself for whether he felt he had to. But here, what I'm getting around his cards, positive cards, quite fierce energy around him. So fierce energy around him, changing course now. Now, I'm not sure if I'm reading. This is Queen of Wands here, fierce energy. Are we talking about Blake and Ryan here, and him gathering information on Blake and Ryan? That's what I feel like is going on here. Down here, we're looking at him changing course and opening new doors. Over here, it's a favourable outcome for him, levelling up because of it. In the middle is, I feel, Blake and Ryan, and here he's gathering information on them or doing what he can around them. So that's the energy of Justine Baldoni. Let's do the energy of Ryan Reynolds and his input into this situation. So very interesting cards again around Ryan Reynolds. So let's take a look at his energy around here. The thing that stands out to me most, of course, is the Devil card, the Devil energy, which talks about sexual energy, talks about debauchery, it talks about conduct around sexuality, or advances or whatever was taking place on set. Now, this is where his concerns are. This is his perspective in this. He was concerned with debauchery in some way, debauchery around the set, debauchery around the situation, some kind of misdoing or some kind of, this is his perspective on how he was seeing the situation. There is misdirection taking place here around him, whether he was seeing the situation differently than what it really was. He was seeing there was a level of misdirection going on when it comes to his perspective, because they're sitting side by side. So it says what I want you to see. So maybe he was only seeing what somebody wanted him to see. Maybe there was things hidden. Maybe he wasn't seeing the whole situation here. Maybe he was being misdirected. Maybe he wasn't seeing everything. Maybe he was seeing it from his own perspective of the situation. Now he's looking at liability. He wants liability here. He wants somebody to take liability, and he's got the card of celebration. So he wants to celebrate a win here when it comes to taking somebody down, making somebody responsible, making somebody liable. This is the energy around here. He's got the energy vampire sitting in his spread. So he's saying this is wanting to drain somebody of their energy, their blood, or their money. So it could be wanting to drain somebody being liable, somebody being held accountable, and in that case he wants to drain them. He wants them empty in whatever way that means. That's what he wants to happen here. He wants somebody to be drained, blood, energy, money, or fame even here. He wants somebody accountable, and he wants to be celebrating somebody taking accountability, liability here. Now, exclusive invite. It says select invite. Now this kind of feels like, okay, what this energy feels like to me is by invite only. So it's like a group of people, invite only, a group of people in on the situation, exclusivity. It's just a small group of people. It's either he's on the inside or he's on the outside. That's what's going on here. It somehow relates to exclusivity. Either he was on the outside of the situation when it comes to that movie, and he was trying to get on the inside of it in some way, or he is using his exclusivity and using that to take out liability and having somebody held responsible here, or being, even if they're not held responsible, he wants to drain somebody in some way. So what I'm feeling, if I'm using names, because we have used names here, is that whether he's talking about the management or the producers or the executive, what was in Blake's reading, whether we're talking about Blake or whether we're talking about Justin, but he's wanting somebody drained of their lifestyle, drained of their money, drained of their position, drained of their energy. So that's what's going on around here with his cards. But there is definitely some kind of misdirection, somebody being on the outside of something, but some kind of misdirection when it comes to the perspective here, the way things are seen, how much was seen, only being able to see certain things. So yeah, something's going on around that with this case when it comes to Ryan. Also could be related to the debauchery part of that as well. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck over here was the Tower card, the Fall. The Tower card is the Fall. Okay, let's take a look at the outcome. What's going to be the result of this case? So the results for this is that there's looking for an exit plan. Either somebody's trying to get out of something or somebody wants out of the situation. So there's an exit plan going on around with one of these three people. The outcome of this. Now somebody is innocent and looking for a way out of it, out of the situation. So there is a targeted attack here going on with an innocent person. Very interesting. So which person we're talking about, I don't know. I'm not into the case. I'm just reading on world events that's going on in here, what's making news. But what I am seeing, which I feel so strongly about, is that there is a targeted attack on an innocent person. That person is trying to get their exit plan in place. But I do feel this person, I feel there's a level of leveling up going on here with this situation. Somebody is going to level up from this situation, and I do feel a renewal coming. So a renewal coming for somebody. It is the Star card as well, so maybe there's a level up or there's a star here around one of the stars here, but I do feel like there's also exposure coming. Somebody's going to get exposed here. Certain things are coming out to light. We're going to get exposure about something. Now I do feel here we've got the World card. Here we're talking foreign lands. Are we talking about somebody filming in foreign lands? Are we talking about somebody from foreign lands? We're talking about something related to foreign lands here. But also the card, which let me check the back of that one to make sure it fell out. We've got love on the background. We've got the Ace of Cups, emotions. This is new relationships. This is renewal of relationships here. When it comes to this one, if I turn this one over, then it says that it's something to do with drugs or being spiked. So I don't know if that is the case, but I do feel like maybe it is the Ace of Cups here. Love, renewal here going on with this one here. Very interesting. Nice light reading today. Thank you so much for watching.